Hello everybody and welcome to this very special edition of the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Show Spider Watch edition. Look at this lad here, he's made his way in to the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Show studio. But then look behind him, right? You've got, look, 1, 2, 3, and then over here you've got 1 there, 4, and then you've got this one here, randomly dangling in, and how's he made that bloody web? That's massive! It goes across the other side of conservatory. How's he done that? I feel trapped in my own bloody studio. There's so many spiders in this back garden, I don't understand why. Right, let's get on with the show. Hello everybody, I've done the intro, now we've got to go into a transition. And then once out of that transition, we're going to do competition time. So if you entered our competition over on Instagram, CyclingHub_CPCN, you are in with a chance now of winning some Enfuse products. Everything that I unboxed last week, Enfuse are going to be giving to one of you lucky people. Now, I'm not too sure if you appreciate a giveaway or you don't like a giveaway because it's forcing too much product down your face. I don't know. But the reason I'm doing a giveaway, and this is the only reason I do giveaways, is because right up until now, I've pretty much begged, borrowed and stolen when it comes to my cycling career. So at any point I can get something for free, then I'm all over that shiz. So if I can give something for free, then that makes me feel good, regardless of what the product is. I don't care, I'm not trying to promote the product, I'm literally trying to get stuff so I can give it to you. And the more we grow, the more chances I've got of being able to go to companies and saying, can we give that away to someone, please? That's the only reason I do it. So forgive me if you don't appreciate a giveaway, if you don't like a giveaway, if you feel like it's too much commercialization coming at your faces because I'm having to mention this product. But for that little moment of mentioning it, it means that I can give something away to someone and someone is going to get this package now and be going, oh my God, this stuff was free because I followed Pritch. All right, so here we are on the Instagram random comment, picker.com/worst website in the world. So all we need to do now is go across to the CPCN account, copy and paste the URL, head back over to the random comment generator, pop it into there, filter duplicate users, we don't need 57, continue to this website, 57 unique commentators. So you've got a 1 in 57 chance if you entered this comp. If you want to enter next week's comp, make sure you're following us on. It's not going to be as good as this one because it's probably some Wahoo merch that I've got hiding back here. Anyway, are you ready? Whew. Here we go. Random comments, random comments, random comments, random comments, random comments, random comments. I will, however, say this. If this comment isn't positive enough, we're going again. All right? Your winner this week is, really? William? That's the best you can come up with? Snacks. I've got a good mind to do that again. I shouldn't because it's a competition and William will be well annoyed because we randomly generated his name as a winner. But come on, William. I want positivity. That's the whole point of doing it, to spread some positive. Anyway, William Harding, number 1. Let's go and check out his account. He's a YouTuber. He's got his own YouTube channel by the looks of it. Unless it's a link to ours, then he definitely deserves it. William Harding, 15 subs on YouTube. Young lad, definitely deserves it. Got to hand it to him. He's a Welsh athlete, does cyclocross. Good lad. All right. Although the comment might need a little bit of work in terms of positivity, William, you've just won yourself, I don't know, it's like 80, 90 quid's worth of Enfuse products that they're going to be sending to you. So, nice one, mate. Well done. Go and follow him on Instagram as well. He's got a decent Instagram account. Now we can get on with the news. All right, and first up, transfer stroke breaking news from La Vuelta. First off, another big name is making another big move. Trek Segafredo John Degenkolb has just signed a 2-year contract with Lotto Soudal, making that Classics team over at Lotto Soudal even stronger for 2020. He's going to be lining up alongside Philippe Gilbert. Those two in the same Classics is going to make for some amazing racing. In a press release from Lotto Soudal, Sports Director Mark Surgeon said, with John Degenkolb and Philippe Gilbert, we managed to add 2 great riders to our team. John is fast after a hard race, which makes a big difference if you go to the line with, for example, 20 riders. I hope that we will get to see the best Degenkolb in the coming years, and I am convinced that he is capable of doing so. Degenkolb was involved in a crash in early 2016 with his teammates after they were struck by a car out on a training ride, and he's never really managed to get back to that old John Degenkolb that we saw prior to it. He did, however, take a very emotional stage victory in the Tour de France in 2018, which put him back on the map, and hopefully this move across to Lotto Soudal is going to take Degenkolb right back where he belongs. Don't forget, he's a winner of Milan-San Remo and Paris-Roubaix. In fact, he won them both in the same year, and having a sidekick alongside him like Philippe Gilbert, potentially this team could be unbeatable at this year's monuments. Moving on now, I'm following up on a story we covered yesterday with the lineup of Team Ineos at La Vuelta. That's already changed. In a tweet from Team Ineos, they say, in a late change to our hashtag La Vuelta 19 team lineup, David de la Cruz will replace Kenny Elissand. The race gets underway on Saturday in Torrevieja. Now currently, as this video is coming out, there's no real reason or explanation from Team Ineos as to why Kenny Elissand has been left out and David de la Cruz has replaced him, whether he's off form, injured, failed the drugs test. I'm not saying he did, but come on, let's have some conspiracies. Team Ineos aren't the only ones making late changes. There could be a slight change within the Movistar team. They tweeted this, hashtag La Vuelta 19. Richard Carapaz's appearance in the race has been put in doubt after a crash last Sunday, which caused him a contusion to his right shoulder and several other bruises. A decision on his participation in the event will be taken after pertinent assessments on Thursday, Friday. It must be touch and go as to whether he's physically capable of being able to ride. So whether they're just going to hope that he can get on the bike at the start and just get through the first couple of days as he makes a recovery. It might be just the fact that he just needs an extra few days of recovery, so they're just waiting for the last minute just to see if he can get on the bike and physically ride it. You know, come Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, maybe he's going to be okay, and you'll think, well, if he'd have just grin and bared it through the first few days, now he'd be all right. But is Carapaz going to go in there now with a little less form? Is he not going to be as confident on the bike? What's going to happen there? And don't forget, according to Cycling News, Alejandro Valverde will take to the Vuelta a España start line in Torrevieja as a nominal co-leader of Movistar. But rather than mount an overall challenge, the 2009 winner will target stage victories at this year's final Grand Tour. Movistar, come on, what is it that you are playing at? Why are you so uncoherent as a team? Why can't you just say, Valverde, you're going for GC, you're in good form, let's go for GC, and just commit to it, instead of 2 days out from it going, well, actually, we might just pick a few stages to go for and screw everybody else's chance up in Movistar of doing anything. Now, whether he wins GC or not, Alejandro Valverde can play a pivotal part in the overall GC, whether that's committing to a rider and helping him and supporting them, or being that extra man that goes on the attack and makes everybody else have to work for him while Carapaz and Quintana can just sit there. I think personally it's a waste for him to try and go for stage victories. There's no guarantee over that. Well, there's no guarantee over winning GC, but he can certainly put the team in a brilliant position and actually show the world that Movistar can actually work as a team together. But hey, as ever, what do I know about cycling? This is Megan Jastrap. She rides for Rally UHC. She's just been crowned Junior World Champion on the track, and she's going to miss the up-and-coming Colorado Classic after the UCI denied her request for an exemption that would have allowed the 17-year-old to compete in a 2.1 ranked race. Over on Cycling News, it says that Jastrap, who won the Omnium and Madison titles at the UCI Track Championships last week in Germany, competed in the Colorado Classic in 2017 with the Amy D Foundation composite team, and again last year she rode with trade team Rally UHC. In the article she says, I was very disappointed to hear that I couldn't race the Colorado Classic. I have competed in the last 2 editions and it's been a great way to close out the season, and this year it was going to be the perfect prep for Road Worlds. Now the reason she's been denied is because she's only 17 years old, and you need to be 18 years old according to the UCI to race in a 2.1 event. Now what do you think to this? Just because they've changed the status of the race and it's gone to a 2.1 ranked event now, that a 17-year-old can no longer race in it when she's been racing it in the last 2 years. She's clearly talented. She's won 22 US national titles. She's also won a stage at the Valley of the Sun Tour and the Redlands Bicycle Classic. Now this is the moment in time where I normally ask you what you think about this. However, I think we'd all be in agreement that she should definitely be able to ride. It seems a stupid rule, and it seems stupid for the UCI not to give her an exemption when she's raced this before. She's clearly talented enough. The only thing I can think is the pro peloton mafia said, hey, we don't want no youngsters showing us up, so ban her. Now sticking with Rally UHC and their young riders, Brandon McNulty has made the move for next year. He's moving from Rally UHC to World Tour Team UAE Team Emirates. And over on Cycling News, there's an article all about him and the success of young riders suggesting cycling is cleaner. The 21-year-old American believes a string of successes from young riders suggests professional cycling is cleaner than ever. We're going to get into this debate again. Cycling, is it cleaner? Egan Bernal won this year's Tour de France at 22. Elsewhere, 20-year-old Pogacar has won the Tour of California. Remco Evenepoel has won the Classica San Sebastian and won the elite European time trial at just the age of 19. And the 24-year-olds Matthieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert have taken the road by storm after spending their early 20s dominating the cyclocross season. Now I understand we're always going to have one or two bad apples in World Tour. I get that. People are always going to want to cheat to try and be the best. But I think as that old guard that was tainted through association or because they did dope, as soon as they start to retire and we're getting these younger, cleaner riders in who don't need to dope, eventually, I like to think we'll get to a point where the old guard's been pushed out and these youngsters now are at the top and they're the old guard. And then the riders that look up to them realise, all right, doping isn't part of cycling anymore. We don't need to dope to compete. We're just going to go and compete and we're going to do X, Y, and Z because we know that works instead of doping. I don't know, that's just my take on it. Maybe I'm just too naive and everyone's still doping their eyeballs off and we'll find out that they all were and I was wrong. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. But what do you think? All right, and today's last story before we get into meme review, because I know you all love meme review, so it's coming back for another week today. This story is all about a YouTuber who's popping off, who's exploding, and he's potentially the biggest cycling YouTuber you've never heard of. All right, so this is Patrick Broy. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's what it says on his Strava. Anyway, this is Patrick Broy, but you might know him as Lanterne Rouge. He's currently at 9,200 subscribers, and he is popping off. Now, I just want to take you back to the start of his channel. So he's uploaded a lot of videos, in excess of 200 videos, right? And what it started out as, if you look down here, is how to become a professional cyclist. Bit clickbaity, but fair play. I ain't going to judge anybody for a bit of clickbait. But ultimately, it's a bit of a vlogging channel, a bit of a data analysis channel, as well as analysing some of the pro riders. And as you can see, with most channels starting out, I mean, for his first video, 3.1 thousand views, that's pretty good. But essentially, you're looking at between 80 and 100 views across the majority of his videos to begin with. Couple just popping off a little bit at 3,200, 14,000 here already, you know, just a couple of videos in, and already he's getting success with a great thumbnail and a great title. This is a very sarcastic video. And if you watch this one, you can see where the inspiration from Durian Rider must have come in for this, because, well, if you close your eyes, it sounds just like him. But I'm not going to, again, I'm not going to judge him for that. But then here, you know, the majority of it is literally just vlogging. Vlogging his daily life about cycling. Every now and again, just popping in with some analysis, just popping in with some basketball for some reason. Tips on comfort, and then how-to videos and Continental GP 4000 review just down there with 21,000 views. So what you can gather from this is when he's uploading these vlogs, similar to my channel in effect, and a lot of people's channels, when you're uploading a vlog, not getting many views, not really popping off the way, you know, he should be. However, when he's doing a review or commenting on a race or analysing some data, then that's where he seems to be popping off. That's where he seems to be getting his publicity from. And basically goes through a couple of years and just nice steady viewing figures on his vlogs, slowly increasing. Every now and again he'd get a video that pops, and this is probably his biggest popping video to begin with, which is climbing full gas with Durian Rider. Now, YouTube 101, amazing thumbnail, amazing clickable title as well. Put Durian Rider, full gas in a title, you're onto a winner, and he got 90,000 views from that. And then again, his views pick up, but again, nothing major. Puts Peter Sagan in there with Durian Rider, boom, 70,000 again. And then all of a sudden he starts going more and more into this data analysis, analysing races. Peter Sagan crash analysis, 73,000. Brilliant title, brilliant thumbnail. And then obviously the content, this is the key here. This content is really, really good. This guy knows his stuff, and that's what people want out of a cycling channel. That's why they come here. And in terms of his sub numbers really aren't growing in respect to the way it kind of should be, or you'd expect it to. 39,000 views there. Anyway, let's move on just a little bit. So I want to get to this point here. Annemiek van Vleuten. So prior to that, Alberto Contador crushing Astana and Fabio Aru, 6,500 views. That was 5 months ago. In between that and Annemiek van Vleuten dominating the Giro Rosa, nothing. There was nothing. So for whatever reason, took a bit of a break there, comes back, only gets 600 views on his next video, 1,000 views on his next. Elia Viviani wins a sprint, finally. Great title, great thumbnail, only 394 views. Dylan Groenewegen, 950 views. Slowly starts to increase there when Mariana Vos, Nuclear, see what he's done there, title, thumbnail. He's even put an emoji on that thumbnail to try and get it popping, 4.1 thousand views. Peter Sagan attacks on a descent. Peter Sagan, 89 kilometer descent attack, 22,000. Geraint Thomas, and then we're into Tour de France territory here. So a couple of weeks ago, 4 weeks ago in fact, Geraint Thomas crash analysis. And then this is the one here. Luke Rowe and Tony Martin disqualification. That was great for us and obviously great for him as well. But it's this video just here. Quite a low-key thumbnail, to be honest. But the title, it just draws you in. Especially because Egan Bernal had just won the Tour de France. Egan Bernal laughing at competitors, Tour de l'Avenir. And this is the moment for me. His channel just went boosh and started skyrocketing. 231,000 views. And the analysis on this video is probably the last 4 kilometers of a climb at one of the stages at the Tour de l'Avenir in 2017. Think about that, 2 years ago. Egan Bernal racing and winning the Tour de l'Avenir. 2 years later, winning the bloody Tour de France. Unbelievable. But in there, some great insight into what's happening in the race. Great insight if you're wanting to be a climber, to actually learn from not only the professionals that are doing it, but someone's very valued opinion who knows what's happening within that, and he can really talk through and analyze a race situation. And I think it's great where he goes into game theory as well. He doesn't go into it in depth too much, but from there, look at that. He's obviously realized exactly what he needs to do to pop off. Geraint Thomas versus Peter Sagan, 33,000, 39, 27, 85. All of a sudden, these numbers are just absolutely insane. 91,000 on Crosswind Chaos. And all he's doing is just picking those topics that are really popping off at the minute, on trend, and he's just talking about it and doing what he does best. Analysing the data, analysing the races, and ultimately giving a very, very valued opinion on these professional riders. Social Blade for me is one of the great platforms that allows you to really get an idea of numbers and data when it comes to other people's channels as well as your own. And check this out, these numbers are just insane. Look at these daily subscriber numbers here. That's just mental. For a channel at only 9,000 subs, what essentially was, to start with, a vlogging channel has just exploded over the last couple of weeks into a very, very popular channel. So yeah, there you go. I just wanted to expose this guy and just say, hey, if you're not following him, links down in the description. Really good YouTube channel. Go and give it a follow. Make sure you tell him Pritch sent you, and go and enjoy his content. Meme review. When is your first race after getting upgraded and your teammate asked to take a pull? Yes, my lord. Customer reveals he can find it cheaper online. I wonder how many times that happens when people go into a shop and be like, how much is that? Yeah, I can find that cheaper online. Like, surely the first port of call for anybody nowadays is bang, straight online. How much is it? Right, can I get that in my local bike shop just as cheap? Yes, I can. I'll go and buy it from them. When you slip out of your pedal land on the top tube. Oh, I think Moto likes you. When you're mid-stretch and you realise you should have gone... When you're mid-stretch and you realise you should have gone to the bathroom earlier. Me, I promise I won't talk too much. Me, 20 minutes into a chain gang. Fuck you all. I love you. But no, that meme will not make any sense to anyone unless you've seen this clip. You. F you all. I love you. I f***ing love you, but f you all. I really love you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thanks for watching, everybody. Do all the things that I always ask you to do. As always, do it all. That and that. Just do it all. All right? I'll see you tomorrow for more Chris Pritchard cycling news. And it's Friday tomorrow, isn't it? So that means, what happens on Friday now? Friday is it comments? Oh, question and answer. Question and answer Friday. Make sure you get your questions in, all right? Peace.